Hello, friends. If you are new, welcome. If you are back, you know the drill. Welcome back. This is the DESTASH challenge. With 1 week late. My apologies. We're obviously still on year 2, and is it month 9? Something like this. Now that we are in June, I'm kind of confused. But yeah, one more episode. And this is a bit deceitful. So let's just tell you the full truth. I will obviously share right there a picture of where I was at really on the 31st of May. I made sure to take a picture showing the date and the time and all that. This way, you had proof. I'm not just fibbing you. But yes, May was once again a month extremely slow. And where I was at the end of the month, I had only done I haven't even finished this area here. So as you can see, I'm doing it as columns now because it's the full height of my light pad. It's just easier. And so, yeah, I had done just up to there. And I think here, the rocks and etc., the green areas were not done. So if I am to look at the line like this, I would say maybe probably all this part up top wasn't done either. And then these rocks were done, but there's a picture technically. I don't see it yet. I have not put it on my screen. So, I'm just commenting on the things that you can indeed see. Spoiler alert, as you can see, I have done quite a bit in the last week. But, I'm just going to give you a little more spoiling. Careful for the light. Here you go. That's where I am at currently. So I'm done halfway through that last. So I have done halfway through that last big row first week of June. So I wanted to explain why May was so quiet and remind you why, the DESTASH is coming up 1 week late. Why is it quiet? Well, the first 2 weeks of May, I was on holidays. Cool. And then the last 2 weeks of May, when working, I was covering for a colleague who was on holiday, which means that on top of my job, I had his job to do. And then the weekend in between, I had my niece at home. So it means that I really didn't do much crafting. Even in cross stitch, it was my slowest month of the whole year so far. So yeah. And then why again am I doing this DESTASH change 1 week late? Well, the last week we just were out of the heat wave, but the last week of May, we were basically over 30 degrees in France, at least where I live. In my own office, I was reaching the 32 degrees at some point, so it was a bit hot. Normal temperatures when I record, because I use my phone as the camera, when I'm done, it's burning hot. And I just did not want to, one, risk heating up my phone because, well, like everybody else in the world, I need it. And two, having my computer on, recording and all that stuff means it generates more heat. So who the fuck wants that? Not me. So that's why. Fear not. June DESTASH challenge will be on the proper weekend. It will be up on the last Sunday of June. I will find a way. I refuse to postpone every time there is a heat wave. There's no way. But yes, I am expecting to finish this one by the end of this week, which is the second week of June. And then in June, I'm going to be working on The Snake by Roy Trin. I cannot wait. Other little announcement, I've done the crazy thing and I have quit my job. So that means that from the end of July, I'll be without a job. This is not to focus on YouTube, let's be honest. It's just to focus on myself. Me, and just me. So yeah, hopefully I'll be doing a bit more diamond painting and cross stitching, but we'll see. The goal is to, translate and update my CV, maybe look for more professional training and this kind of thing. So yeah, from August, I'm without a job. So there's definitely the DESTASH challenge. Great motivation to, keep on doing it because saving pennies, you know what I mean. Anyway, just like April, just like March, this is a very, very slow month because, well, like, if I had at best 10 days of time to work on diamond painting, so not much. But yeah, this is it for me for May, right? And I will obviously see you in the next one at the end of June. Thank you for your patience and have a wonderful weekend. Bye!